first thing to do when you get your sewing pattern printed off is to check the scale. It needs to be either 5 centimeters or an inch. That's really important, otherwise it will not have printed off correctly and your pieces won't, fit very well. So make sure it's exactly that scale. My patterns always have a white flower for the front pieces and a pink flower for the back pieces and attachment lines, so they're dead easy to put together. The first thing to do is to cut everything out and then to join the front and the back pieces together. They are labeled A and B, so it's very, very simple. This little arrow here identifies that you need to cut this on the fold. That's the same for the front and the back. Then we've got the pocket pieces and the gusset. Then we've got the leg band and also the waistband. And that's all the pieces. It's very simple. On the back you've got your gusset here, which fits into the protrusion of the back piece very, very well. So you don't even need to pin anything. So that's super. Now let's have a look at the front piece. Here you've got a dotted line which you can cut off if you do not want the pocket. This is fairly much like any other side pocket that you would have done previously. It just gets sewn on right sides together and then it gets rolled around towards the back and there it sits. So that's really like any other pocket you've ever made. And we've got the pocket lining which will sit on it as well. Turn it back over and now we're going to come to the piece that's different. Here we've got a little bit of a triangular piece which we fold in half, and that will then be attached to that opening you normally just have, and that's it, right? So now we attach that on it. So the way we do that is by folding out the pocket piece again, then adding the triangle with the right sides facing each other and stitching in the ditch at the top and the lower end, and that will give you a pocket. That looks absolutely fab. At that point, the back lining won't have been attached yet. We are just going to add that afterwards, but this is basically how we do it. It looks fantastic and I can't wait to show you. And there we go, all the pattern pieces are ready and we can now cut it out, and whether you make it with pocket or without is up to you. So let's get started.